Hey man, what's happening, people? Welcome to the show. This is the Weekend Vibes on Scar Radio. I'm the Gidi Cowboy. I'm really excited about the weekend. Of course, we bring you like quality entertainment. And today I have an amazing guest in the studio. We're just gonna be vibing together. You're gonna meet her after this break, though. I'm sure you're gonna find her really, really interesting. I'll be right back after this musical break.
Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the Weekend Vibes on Scar Radio. I am the Giddy Cowboy, and I have a guest in the studio.
Hey, what's poppin'? What's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, I have Feyintioluwa B in the studio. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Giddy Cowboy. It's good to be here in Scar Radio Studio.
It's good to have you here. The first time we met was where? I think you should give them the story.
Okay,
of how we met.
guys, this story is very, very intimate and very
Intimate,
bizarre.
okay.
It's bizarre and it's like divine orchestration of meeting a horse lover, a fellow horse lover that feels the same way about horses and believes that horses are amazing and they're not scary. They're not scary.
Yeah. They look
animals.
scary, but
They look majestic and massive. They're like bigger than the average.
but they're really sweet.
They're really sweet. They're like big babies.
Yeah. So we met at the Polo Club where you came in as a volunteer to what? To
assist with working with children, teaching children how to ride horses.
Yeah.
Actually, there was this incident of a kid falling off the horse, but I mean, the child wasn't injured and she was able to go pass through her trauma and actually come back to ride the horse again, and that's really amazing. That's like resilience, especially for the young kid.
For young kids.
It's like just
you witnessed that?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing. Like, even though she cried, I mean, she bounced back 10 times stronger, and like she didn't cry again, and she passed her fears. She surpassed her fears and her insecurities about, okay, that first time I fell off a horse. That's really cool.
Cool. Where did that love come from, though?
The love for horses?
You? Yeah. Because we met at the Polo Club where I was the assistant riding instructor. And then you came in as a volunteer wanting to help with teaching kids how to ride horses. And I'm like, okay, who's this person who wants to learn, who wants to volunteer? And you didn't have any experience with being on horseback, but you just love the animals. And I always wanted to ask you, how did you fall in love with this like animal?
I guess I've always just loved animals, like just having dogs around. But like, I mean, I love all animals except snakes. But I mean, horses.
I understand.
Horses, I don't know. I just love how horses look and how they just. I don't know. There's just something about their essence or their aura or how big their eyes are and how smooth their skin is or their fur. But like, I don't know what it is. I just feel attracted to them. Maybe it's the power they resonate or like emits or how they gallop, and it's just everything about it was freaking amazing.
But how come you never ever thought about like getting on horseback to have that experience, though?
I mean, it's not really about the riding. I mean, I can even get on a horse without any help. But like, it's just about the connection. The connection. Like, because horses, they have personalities. Yeah. You know this. Yeah. So like, it's like, you just really have to take your time to warm up to them. Yeah. Because like, okay, who are you? Just because you're a human doesn't mean you can come close to me.
Exactly.
Like, I have to know that you have good intentions towards me.
Your energy.
Yeah, your energy, the vibe, positive vibes. The horse will not like you if you don't have positive vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, guys, that was just to give you a background info of who Feyintioluwa is. We'll be right back for more of this special edition. Don't go nowhere. Still the Weekend Vibes here on Scar Radio. Let's go.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the Weekend Vibes here on Scar Radio with me, the Gidi Cowboy, and I have a beautiful damsel in the building in the person of Feyintioluwa be welcome.
What it do, what it does. Whoop, whoop.
I saw your post about when you posted about coming in, and then the picture you put up was like, oh, I'm like, okay, step on your necks.
Yeah,
I'm like, step on your necks.
They should not breathe.
Hey,
it choke.
Well, that's a beautiful picture, though. I see you're very like eccentric with your sense of style. I've always wanted to ask you what your sense of style is. I think every time I've seen you, you were with like some Afrocentric kind of stuff. Is that intentional? Is that deliberate?
Very intentional.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Because I feel, history and culture are very important, and they're part of my identity. Cool. So that's who I'm trying to portray. I'm trying to portray a Nigerian person, Nigerian girl, And I really feel like that's the only way to support and put Nigeria on the map.
On the map.
Yeah.
In your own little way.
In my own little way. So it's like comfortable and beautiful, and like our culture is very rich. So if not, why not? So
I love it. And it actually looks good on you though.
Thank you.
So now back to it. Who is Feyintioluwa? Can you tell us a lot about yourself? A lot.
A lot. I might not say,
because you sent me the profile. I was like, oh, okay, this looks a little bit intimidating, but yeah, just try and summarize for us.
Okay, so I'm a broadcast journalist. Oops. Yeah, I'm a broadcast journalist and an author, a mind expert, and I'm a poet. I love art. I'm an artist. I just love to express myself in any form, any medium, like poems, write-ups, essays, painting. Like I painted the cover myself.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Amazing.
So, so I love art. I love people expressing themselves. I love people discovering new sides of themselves. I love animals. I love animals so much. I've had a rabbit, I've had fishes, I've had a Siamese fighting fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
In my house. Like I just had two, a male and a female. And
that's so cute.
Yeah.
You like owls too?
Horses.
Owls.
Owls. They're wise apparently. I've not had a conversation with them. So
would you keep them?
I won't mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Sure, we love animals. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really passionate about women and women's rights, and I feel like women need to be given the opportunity to showcase their talent and their skills, and also be at the front lines in the boardroom.
Yeah.
I'm really passionate about mental health and owning your power, empowering yourself and empowering others. Like we cannot rise by just lifting up ourselves. We also rise by lifting others. And I believe in believing in yourself and believing in your power and what you're capable of. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that they're capable of much more than they're already doing. And it's not really like, okay, you're being like cocky or arrogant, but like just self-confidence in what you're capable of. And I think Thomas Edison said we're capable of much more than we can do, or much more than we're doing right now. Yeah.
Cool. I love it. Thank you. You said something about you painting this book, and it's quite interesting.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
What inspired this book, actually? Because the last time, was it in the works when we first met?
It was in the works. It probably like 50 poems had been written by then.
Oh, nice. So what inspired this? Let's talk about the book now. What inspired this book?
Okay. I think the book was born out of personal pain and personal trauma and personal experiences, and out of the need to ignite self-expression in other people and ignite the love for art and poetry is not dead. And it's okay to express yourself. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to have had a past, but your past doesn't define you. I actually have a poem there called Wishful Thinking, and it's like, I want to be the ocean so I can be caged.
Wishful Thinking.
Page
what is it?
17 or 18.
Page 17 or 18.
So it's like,
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So I want to be the ocean so I can be caged. I want to be the sky so I can be endless. I want to be the star so I can twinkle. I want to be the mountain so that only those that climb can embrace my essence. And I want to be a butterfly so I can look at my past not in shame, but as part of my evolution.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really beautiful. I like the story behind it. I think before now we've talked about mental health, and it is actually a very important subject that people, especially in this climate, don't seem to take very, very seriously. In Nigeria as a whole,
yes,
people don't take it seriously. People don't understand that you need some time to detox from all the stress and negative energy and just find time for yourself. What do you think about Nigeria and the way forward in sensitizing people on the need to take mental health seriously?
Okay. So just like you've said, like mental health is just equally as important as just taking care of yourself, eating. It's just important as physical health and physical well-being, because your mind is basically your driving force. So the need to actually take care of your mind should be on the same pedestal as going to work and making money, because you need your mind to essentially be productive. So I feel going forward, a way to actually ignite or spark this conversation and make mental health more, bring people into being awareness. It's like speaking up. You have a voice, use it. And I feel like in Nigeria we have this facade. We like to have this facade of, okay, everything is perfect. Okay, I'm looking good today, but is my mind okay? What's really going on behind closed doors? So I feel like just being real, being more expressive, actually talking about it. And also helping others, because so many people are going through so much, and it's like no one really knows who they can trust or who they can, if it's even okay or not taboo to talk about mental health. And basically I feel like we should probably come together, unite to talk about it as a people, because I feel like that's also why SARS happened, because it's like we're frustrated and we don't have any outlets. And we're dealing with these things internally, and it's like, so mental health is an internal battle basically. So that's why I call it overcoming battles of the mind, because mental health it's like you're fighting yourself, you're fighting the fact that you're frustrated, but like you need to fight to win. You need to fight to change the trajectory of your life or to change your mindsets. And probably like campaign tours in Nigeria and speaking up about it, talking about the solutions, how to actually solve mental health issues. I love it. Bring about change in Nigeria. And I feel like the reason why Nigeria is also in this phase, because of coronavirus, is like a worldwide mental health pandemic as well. But for Nigeria, I feel like the reason why we're agonizing is because we're not organizing, and no one is actually speaking up about the issues they're facing.
I'm gonna get back with you on that. We're gonna go on a musical break. Feyintioluwa Ojelabi is in the building, and it's been a lot of talk about her book that I'm actually finding really interesting. So we're gonna go on this musical break, and when we're back, we're gonna go straight right into it. Let's go.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the weekend vibes here on Scar Radio with me, the Gidi Cowboy. And Feyintioluwa is here giving us insights into what her book is about. And I think I'm going to be doing a reading. Can I do a reading?
Please do, with that amazing hoarse voice.
Oh, hoarse voice.
I mean, that could go both ways. It's like a pun.
I love it. I'm going to be doing a reading of the book Overcoming Battles of the Mind. Page 17, wishful thinking. I want to be the ocean because I can't be caged. I want to be the sky so I can be endless. I want to be the stars so I can twinkle. I want to be the clouds so I can advance to the ends of the earth. I want to be a mountain so that only those that climb can embrace my essence. I want to be an eagle so I can have excellent foresight. I want to be a dolphin so I can be playful to my heart's content. I want to be a butterfly so I can look at my past, not in shame, but as a part of my evolution. I love it. Woo! So how long did it take you to compile all these poems and over what period of time?
Okay, so you know how they say speak things into existence?
Yeah.
So I wrote like 12 when I was 12 years old.
Wait, you have poems here when you were 12 years old?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So which ones?
Okay. I would say which one? Okay.
You don't know them from the top of your head. Okay.
Pregnant son.
Pregnant son. When you're 12 years old?
Yes, when I was 12 years old.
Pregnant son. Mm-hmm. Can I read it?
Yes, please.
Why bring so much heat? After the rain gave us African beats, during midday your glow prevails. As birds sing melodiously, as the azure sky is filled with trembling clouds, as the grass is filled with fresh dew, you become relentless and filled with anger. As you labor bringing forth your child, finally you calm down. As you look straight into your daughter's eyes, at last you've seen the fruits of your labor. You wrote this when you're 12 years old.
I did.
What were you thinking?
I was just appreciating God's craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Because I feel like God is in everything, but obviously there's the God, the supreme being, but I don't know, I just wanted to feel that connection to God and Jesus. But like basically the first poem I wrote, I didn't even know I was writing a poem. I was just writing a letter, and I was by the window, it was raining, and I love nature.
Where?
By my window.
Here in Nigeria?
Yeah, in Nigeria and Magodo. That's my childhood home. Yeah, so I was just like, dear God, what are you up to now? What are you doing? I'm talking to you. And like I put it outside, and then I thought he came down to take it himself, but
that is so beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like we can learn something from nature and animals, and I feel like that's how God wants us to. He wants us to see ourselves how he sees himself. That's why he said we should go and multiply, and we have dominion. So like the only way to overcome daily battles is to have dominion and believe that God has given you dominion, and believe that you're created for a purpose by God. So I feel like me being observant of nature, of my surroundings, it's like connecting with God and connecting with myself, and by reflecting on my surroundings and being present. Because there's the thing with Nigerians and always being on the move, on to the next thing. I mean, it's good to actually be productive, but like you said, a reset button and mental health, relax, and clouds.
I love it. But 12 years old, you wrote that. A lot of 12-year-olds are thinking about Domino's pizza and other stuff. It's really quite impressive.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on the Scar Radio.
How long did it take you to come up with this? Like your last poem, when you finally decided you wanted to put this together?
Okay.
When was it?
I think it was, the final version was last year, March 2nd.
And when was this book released? This year?
This year.
When?
January 1st.
January 1st?
Yeah.
I'm still beefing you because you didn't invite me.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't invite me for you. Okay, you didn't do anything.
For my birthday, or what are you talking about?
No, for the launch.
I've not done the launch yet. I'm still looking to do the launch. obviously, because I don't want it to be about me, and since it's about mental health, and I want people that have been depressed or have anxiety or PTSD from accidents or giving birth or having multiple personality disorders, basically any mental illness, I want to help people, and I cannot do that by myself. So I would like to collaborate with some NGOs or some other brands so we can do like a campaign for mental health.
I love it. All right, guys, still the weekend vibes here with Feyintioluwa and the Gidi Cowboy, and we're talking about her book, Overcoming Battles of the Mind. We're going to be right back into getting more details of the book and just vibing here. All right, don't go nowhere. Still the weekend vibes. Let's go on a musical break. We'll be right back.
Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the weekend vibes here on Scar Radio. With me, the Gidi Cowboy, and I have Feyinti in the building, and we're talking about her book, the latest author in Nigeria, Feyintioluwa Ojalabi. Talking about her book, Overcoming Battles of the Mind.
Yeah.
Now, my next question is this. This was born out of a personal experience, right?
Yes.
Personal experience. Do you want to tell us about this personal experience that birthed this genius?
Okay. So it's like, I mean, it's not only personal experience, also from reading books, but I would say like some of the experiences have been, it was kind of like I was battling myself. So they have something called a shadow self, and that is like the fearful self.
Okay.
So it's like you know when in Tom and Jerry it's like the angel and the devil sitting on your shoulder. Yeah. So it's like it's kind of like cognitive dissonance where it's like you are the one stopping yourself. So it's like you have to battle yourself to become your true self, which is a fearless person. But if you're fearful, it's like fear is like the opposite of faith. So it's like fear is like negativity.
And negative energy.
Faith, negative energy. So it's like I was constantly thinking less of myself. I was basically I had low self-esteem, and I was just constantly sad, in a low mood. So depression is like being in a low mood constantly and not thinking, basically having a negative mindset, not having a growth mindset, having a victim mindset. And even if those, I mean, all the things that happens to a person are valid, and a person is like a product of their environment, what they've been through, their family, the society, the norms, experiences. So some of the things I've been through are like bullying. So everything
is here. Everything is captured
limiting
here.
beliefs, things that hold me back, based on mental blocks, or strongholds. I feel like the Christian term is like strongholds, like fear, guilt, shame. But God has given us salvation or redemption from sin, shame, guilt, and doubt, fear.
Okay, so when you were in those low moments, like were you still writing?
Yeah, like the first one is Depression, My Old Friend. So it's like,
so it was written when you were in those wow,
in an abyss of darkness, in chaos, in a tough time, going through tough times. But those tough times mold us into being, I mean, you have to decide. It's a decision you have to take to, okay, I want to overcome my battles. I want to be a victor, not a victim.
And was that hard?
It was hard. It was hard. Like, okay, it's easier said than done, but you have to actually take action, and you have to make a decision and make it consistent that, okay, I want to take my victory by force. I want to decide to be happy, you know. I'm going to decide to be happy today.
So it's the first one. Depression, My Old Friend.
Yes. So I think I'm gonna read this one.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
So that I can
Okay, so it's like, A friend of my past, ever so full of negativity. When we hold hands, you burn me. You dry out my oil on days I could have put it to good use. You don't think highly of me. You take advantage of my vulnerability. You lie to me that I'm not good enough. You lie to me that I can't achieve greatness. You don't want the best for me. You cripple my happiness. You cuddle my thoughts with darkness. You fill my blood with nothing but sadness. Your fake embrace disgusts me. I can no longer trust you. Your deception is repulsive. I can no longer entertain your presence. I can no longer stand your falsified opinions. It's time to close this chapter of our toxic relationship. I refuse to sacrifice my light for your lantern. I refuse to cling on to my past. I refuse to dwell on what happened long ago. There's no room for you in my future. You belong to the past, and the past you shall remain. I stand my ground, and I know who I am and what I will become. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it. That was just exceptional. That was so good, guys. Woo! How did you come back from that? We're going to get into more of that here on The Weekend Vibes on the Scar Radio with Feyintioluwa Ojelabi reviewing her book, Overcoming Battles of the Mind. I'm having a blast. It's so interesting. Let's go. We'll be right back.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on The Scar Radio.
And we are back. Feyintioluwa is in the studio.
You know how we do.
Okay, and then we go on. She just did a reading of the first
poem in the book.
And you wanted to add something to it.
Yeah, so it's called Depression, My Old Friend. And I feel like when you're in darkness, it's hard to get out, especially when you don't know how. So I think the first step to getting out is accepting that you're in a ditch, in a rabbit hole, and reflecting on yourself and asking God for help. Because, I mean, I was there for lots and tons of years, and I tried different...
For how long?
25 years.
Depressed for 25 years?
Like, I kept on always focusing on... I mean, it's not like I was never happy. It's just that I was focusing on the bad things. But I learned to start embracing the good and embracing the good things that used to happen to me.
When we talk about depression, especially in this part of the world, it is vague. People don't understand. I'm sure you can attest to that. People think it is just something that, no, Igbo, whatever.
Yeah.
But depressed for 25 years. How do you explain to the layman, what was it actually? What was going on?
It's like missing opportunities because you don't think you're good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, okay,
So it is you not feeling good enough?
Yeah.
Wow.
And even when you actually get the opportunity, it's like, do I even deserve it? Like, questioning yourself is depression. Like, there are some key tones to know that you're depressed. You're depressed at the moment, or it's like it's built up over a period of time of loneliness, or just being critical of yourself. That's a sign of depression.
And what did you do to, what was the role of your family now? Were they aware, or did you just keep it to yourself? I mean, I see on social media you have really supportive parents. I think your dad is a pastor.
Yeah.
Your mom is a pastor as well.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
Your mom is doing
Jesus.
She's doing daily devotionals on Instagram and stuff like that.
Prayers.
Yeah. I mean, were they in the know of what was going on at the time?
I mean, they didn't know. But when I told them about it, they're supportive and they're prayerful, and they would send me messages and pray for me and send me prayers. And I feel like love and surrounding yourself with people that love you and people that value you and talking to them about it as well.
So communication played a huge part, and also opening up. to people.
Yes.
We live in a climate where people try to internalize pain, internalize experience, especially in this part of the world.
Most especially.
We have men who think, and that is toxic masculinity, if you tell me. We have men who think
they can't cry.
They can't cry.
Or they can't.
Men who think, you can't look soft. You can't be in touch with your feminine energy. What do you have to say about that? Because I don't even believe in that. I actually have something coming up, which is like an advocacy against that toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Where people feel like you can't be in touch with your emotions, especially
like
as an African man.
You know, it's seen as a weakness, but it's actually a strength, because when you're in touch with your emotions, you're empowering yourself essentially, and you're touching into your power. There's a reason why God gave us emotions. Like, He would have made us robots if He didn't give us emotions. I feel like it's okay for a man to be in touch with your emotions. It's okay to say what's on your mind and express yourself. I'm a firm believer in like expressing yourself. Like, it shows humanity. You have to show both your strengths and weaknesses.
I love it. So men out there, this is man to man now. It is okay to cry. It is okay to be in touch with your emotions. It is okay to express yourself. It is okay to talk to people, especially the Igbo man that feel like you can't do that.
Shake the table. Shake the table.
No, I'm gonna shake it because I'm Igbo.
Shake that table. Igbo, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm from there, so it is okay to be in touch with your emotions, with your feminine energy and your masculine energy.
It's okay to ask for help.
Yeah,
so.
it doesn't mean you're weak. It is actually a show of strength. It is actually strength.
Strengthen your strength and weaken your weaknesses.
Yeah. Still the weekend vibes here on Scar Radio. I'm having a blast just talking about really, really important stuff. I think it's high time we started pushing these conversations, and that is what we're doing here. We'll be right back after this musical break. Don't go nowhere.
Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Still the weekend vibes here on Scar Radio with me, the Gidi Cowboy, and Feint is in the building. It's a weekend, so tell us what you do during your weekend aside writing book and poetry. What else do you do?
I swim, go on walks, I cycle.
You do?
Yeah. So I did this cycling thing on March 1st where like women, we cycled from like Ikoyi Syrian Club to
Really?
3rd Milan Bridge. It was like 48 kilometers.
You cycled that good?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still
did they
now.
close the road? Did they close the road for you guys?
No, we're just at the edge.
At the edge?
Yeah.
You did that?
I did that. Yeah, so painting. Well, salute on weekends, music. Yeah. What about you?
What do you listen to? What do you listen to?
All kinds of music, jazz. Some tenny, house music, some South African house and piano.
House music.
Busisiwa.
Okay. Listen to all of that.
Some
Naira Why did you have to do that? You don't like Naira Marley?
We are all Malians within.
What does that even mean?
It means what it means. It's provocative. No one knows what it means.
No. I don't know what it means. You're all Malians. How?
Because we're Nigerians now.
No, you like his music.
I like music.
She's not a Malian.
What do you mean?
Anyways.
Mafo.
Oh, okay.
94.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Yells.
Right. The book now. Let's talk about the book. When is the launch? Do you have like a party or a book release date for the book?
I mean, the book is available.
It's available. Okay.
On Roving Heights website. You can
say that again.
Roving Heights.
Like ROVING. Okay, Roving Heights. Okay, so it is available. Just that platform.
Heights, I mean, that's the only platform it's available, but you can walk into Art Cafe or Coffee Club.
And it's available there. Okay, so guys, get your copies, man. It looks really good. I love the colors. I love
What's your interpretation of the painting, by the way?
Very good question. Overcoming battles of the mind is just... Anyways, guys, if you've not seen it, this is it. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. It looks chaotic over here in the brain. So I think that interprets the numerous thoughts and just everything going on in the mind. The battles going on in the mind.
There's a bit of
what?
Order in the sense of the shapes.
Interpret it.
Okay, so it's like the mind, the different aspects and different factors. And I feel like the clouds are thoughts and the sky is like dreams. That, the sky is the limit. But then really, is the sky really the limit? Because we got space and outside space. But like, this is like, okay, relationship with yourself, your family, God, and career path.
Okay.
And like things are dripping out because
what is dripping out?
The thoughts.
Oh, the thoughts.
The
okay.
leaking.
I love it. I love the interpretation. So you had all of that while painting this, right?
I mean, I just started with the face and I was just interpreting my feelings, my emotions on paper.
I love it. When we come back, you're going to tell us what you hope to achieve with this book. Okay?
Okay.
Still the Weekend Vibes here with Gidi, Cowboy and Feyinti. We'll be right back.
Now, are y'all ready out there? Here we are.
The Scar Radio. Tune in now for all the updates you should know.
Getting more breaking news.
Only on The Scar Radio.
Welcome back to the show. Feyintioluwa is in the building. Weekend Vibes here on Scar Radio. And we've been talking about the painting.
Dissecting it.
And while we were off air, you were telling me this painting was inspired by a heartbreak. So can you tell us the story behind it?
Okay, so it's like this. It's like, if you're not in constant communication with God, you are bound to make mistakes. Because God has a plan for us. It says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11 that God's plans for us are of good and not of evil, but to have an expected end. So unless you're walking in God's will, you're going to make mistakes that only human beings can make, because God is the perfect being, supreme being, that we're made in his image. So he has a plan for you. He has already picked someone for you. When he created Adam and Eve, he didn't say, okay, I'm going to create Adam, Biola, Tinuke, Folake, Bimbo, and Adam should pick one. So it's like Eve was just created for Adam. So what I learned from that story is that, but like obviously when they sinned, it's like now you guys are left to do whatever you want, and you have to find your wife. Whoever finds a wife finds a good thing, like the Bible says. So as long as you're walking in God's will and you're in constant communication with God, then you meet your bone of bone, or your Boaz, or your Eve, who God actually created for you. So
or your cowboy.
Or your cowboy.
Yeah.
Ladies.
Nice.
Your cowboy is out here waiting for you.
I'm waiting, single, no ring, I swear.
But I mean, you have to find her. Yeah.
What do you hope this would do to the people, to the general public? Like, what is the effect you want this book to have? What are the conversations you want this book to start?
Okay, so I want this book to empower people, young people especially, and also the older generation, but most especially young people, because we're the future of Nigeria, we're the future of the world essentially. But I want this book to impact lives, make people realize their strengths, and you're not defined by your past or what you've been through. That is actually your strength. The fact that you've been through that means you're qualified to speak on it, and you're qualified to help other people. And I want people to express themselves more, be more expressive. Nothing should hold you down or limit you from achieving your full potential.
Nothing should hold you down. Nothing should stop you from achieving your full potential. The words from Feyintioluwa. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. The book is available. Can you tell them where it's available so they can get it for the last time?
Heights, Art Cafe, Coffee Club.
And can you give them your social media handle?
Feyintioluwa Ojalabi, out here, God person, God's daughter.
God's daughter. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, Feyinti, for coming on the show. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging with us on the Weekend Vibes. You know how it is. We got a little bit into more of the mind stuff. Sometimes it's like that. We have to switch it up a bit. Remember, it's the Scar Radio. On Twitter, it is Scar_radio. On Instagram, it is the Scar Radio. And of course, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it is Gidi_Cowboy. And of course, on Twitter as well. Thank you so much. And don't forget, for quality non-stop entertainment, visit our website at www.thescarradio.com. Thank you so much. They call me way again next week. It is Weekend Vibes. Keep riding. Let's go.